When Kylian Mbappe finally arrived in Spain, the stage felt set. The biggest name of his generation stepping into the biggest rivalry in club football, only to find that the spotlight was already occupied by someone impossibly young. Lamine Yamal, born in July 2007, was still 16 turning 17 when the world stopped calling him talent and started calling him problem. Not a future star, because every time their paths seemed destined to collide, Yamal's teams walked away standing taller. Not because Mbappe disappeared, he never does, but because Yamal kept rewriting what was supposed to be possible at his age. In Spain's colors, he became the youngest scorer and assister in European Championship history. And at Euro 2024, he didn't just participate, he shaped matches. Spain didn't even face France in the final, but when they met earlier in the tournament, it was Yamal's brilliance that tilted the balance. By the end of the Euros, he wasn't just celebrated, he was decorated. Young Player of the Tournament, multiple Man of the Match awards, and universal acknowledgement that something rare had arrived. This is where exaggeration took over reality. Social media compressed moments, turned separate competitions into a single narrative, and suddenly people were saying Yamal had beaten Mbappe 7 times in a row. Club and country blended together, timelines ignored. The curse was born not from statistics, but from symbolism. The old king meeting the future too soon. In truth, football has never been that simple. Mbappe's resume remains colossal. World Cup finals, golden boots, seasons of dominance in France, and now a new chapter in Spain. El Clasico itself is still young in his story. There is no supernatural force keeping him from winning. Only football, with its margins, its timing, and its tendency to elevate the bold. And Yamal? What makes him frightening isn't just his age, 17, playing with the authority of a veteran, but his decision-making. He doesn't rush. He doesn't hide. He beats defenders who know exactly what he wants to do and still can't stop it. That's why Man of the Match awards keep finding him. That's why veterans look at him differently. That's why the comparisons feel inadequate. So when does Mbappe eventually beat Yamal? The honest answer is, soon and inevitably. Football does not allow one-sided legends forever. Mbappe will have his night, his decisive goal, his moment when the narrative flips. Not because the curse ends, but because rivalry demands balance.